Poverty takes away food, shelter, and education. But in some villages, it takes away something even more basic: the ability to walk without pain. Hidden in the dust, a tiny parasite known as the jigger burrows into the skin, turning bare feet into wounds. For the poor, it is not just an insect, it is a trap, a cycle that passes from one generation to the next. Today, we uncover how poverty and jiggers keep communities locked in endless suffering. When we talk about poverty, most people think of hunger, lack of shelter, or poor education. But there's another hidden struggle that keeps many families trapped in the cycle of poverty: jiggers. These tiny sand fleas, though almost invisible to the human eye, create wounds far larger than their size. They cause pain, disability, stigma, and lost opportunities. In poor communities, jiggers are both a symptom and a driver of poverty. Let's explore how this cycle works and why breaking it is so important. When we talk about poverty, most people think of hunger, lack of shelter, or poor education. But there's another hidden struggle that keeps many families trapped in the cycle of poverty: jiggers. These tiny sand fleas, though almost invisible to the human eye, create wounds far larger than their size. They cause pain, disability, stigma, and lost opportunities. In poor communities, jiggers are both a symptom and a driver of poverty. Let's explore how this cycle works and why breaking it is so important. Poverty is not just about lacking money, it is about living in environments that make people vulnerable to diseases like jiggers. No shoes. Many children and adults cannot afford footwear. Bare feet are the easiest entry point for jiggers. Dusty floors. Homes built with dirt floors become perfect breeding grounds for fleas. Limited health care. Without clinics or medical supplies, even simple infestations grow into severe infections. Animals nearby, dogs, pigs, and goats, often sleep close to humans, carrying fleas into homes. These conditions allow jiggers to thrive and keep returning, making it almost impossible for families to escape the infestation. Jiggers do not just cause physical pain, they affect every part of life. Education: children with jigger-infested feet struggle to walk to school. The pain makes it hard to concentrate, and many drop out completely. Without education, their chances of escaping poverty shrink. Work: adults who depend on farming or manual labor cannot work effectively when they are in pain. Some are forced to stop working altogether, reducing family income. Healthcare costs: Even when treatment is available, poor families cannot afford it. The cost of medicine, travel to clinics, and time away from work adds extra burdens. Stigma: people with jiggers are often labeled as dirty or lazy. This social shame isolates families and discourages them from seeking help. Together, these challenges form a vicious cycle. Poverty creates jiggers, and jiggers worsen poverty. The psychological burden. The suffering is not only physical. Living with jiggers also creates deep emotional scars. Children may be bullied at school. Adults may feel hopeless or ashamed. Families may lose confidence in their ability to live with dignity. Poverty takes away opportunities, but jiggers take away hope. Breaking the cycle. The good news is that jiggers can be prevented and controlled. Breaking the cycle of poverty and jiggers requires community effort and simple but powerful interventions. Shoes for all. A sturdy pair of shoes is the most effective shield. Organizations that donate shoes to children reduce infestation rates dramatically. Improved housing, cement floors instead of dusty soil, eliminate breeding grounds inside homes. Animal care, treating pets and livestock, prevents jiggers from spreading between animals and humans. Community education, teaching families that jiggers are not a curse or a sign of laziness, but a medical issue, helps reduce stigma. Access to health care, local clinics and mobile health camps allow people to get treatment before infestations become severe. These steps not only reduce jiggers, but also restore dignity and hope to communities. The fight against jiggers is not just about killing a parasite. It's about breaking a chain that ties health, poverty, and stigma together. Every child deserves to walk to school without pain. Every adult deserves to work without being crippled by an avoidable infestation. And every community deserves to live free from a preventable disease of poverty. The cycle of poverty and jiggers is a painful reality for millions. Poverty provides the breeding ground, and jiggers ensure the cycle continues by limiting education, work, and health. But this cycle is not unbreakable. With shoes, better housing, healthcare, and awareness, communities can step out of this trap. Jiggers are small, but their impact is huge. And so is the power of simple solutions. Breaking the cycle begins with understanding the problem and taking one step at a time toward change.